Hi, I'm Andy Paz, owner of Laguna Limited. I'm here today to show you how to eliminate the need to ever have an outside source come in and pump your reclaim tanks out every 3 to 4 months at a cost to you of $2,000 to $3,000 each time it's performed. Stay with us. We'll show you the pit manager and the Niagara aeration enzyme bacteria system, which will eliminate your odor in your reclaim tanks. Let's talk a little bit about reclaim management. For over 40 years, car wash operators have had to have an outside vendor come in and pump the reclaim vaults every 3 to 4 months at a substantial cost. You don't have to do that anymore. By installing the pit manager, the sediment and sludge is automatically removed, pumped into filter bags, which are laid out on a pallet for a few days in order for the water to leach out, and then can be disposed of either in a dumpster or laid out on the ground. There are 3 components to this system: the pumps, which are placed in the first reclaim vault, the filter bag container, and a programmable controller. Install this system and save yourself the expense of having someone come in every 3 to 4 months and pump out your reclaim vaults, saving you a lot of money. Here we have 2 reclaim vaults. Each vault has 2 750-gallon compartments. We place 1 pump in each compartment of the first reclaim vault. The first vault will contain most all of the sediment and sludge coming from the conveyor trench. In the case of an automatic rollover, we can place 1 pump in the catch basin in the car wash bay and another pump in the reclaim vault. We can also custom tailor a pit manager system for a self-serve car wash and also for your specific operation. The filter bag container is usually placed in an area either in the car wash tunnel or bay or just outside the building. When the pumps operate, sediment and sludge is pumped into these filter bags. The sediment and sludge remains in the filter bags, and the filtered reclaim water is sent back either to the reclaim vault, catch basin, or conveyor trench. The pumps in the reclaim vaults are set to operate every hour for 40 seconds during the time that the car wash is open. At night, the pumps are set to operate every 2 hours. The controller is programmable, state-of-the-art, and UL approved. I guess the best testimonial that a customer can give is how he likes the system and how long he's had the system and what it does for him.
Hi, my name is Chuck Sassy. I'm with DS Car Wash Systems. We're distributors for Hannah Coleman. We cover Oregon and Washington. We're here at Blue Elephant, who is one of our clients. We sell the Pit Manager, which is a device for pumping out the reclaim pits. We've been selling this device now for a little over 4 years. And most of our clients that are in the conveyorized car wash business put one of these systems in their car washes. For almost 40 years now, car wash operators have struggled with the problem of having to pump out their reclaim pits. It's not only an expensive process, but it's a process that's required anywhere from 1 to 4 times a year, depending on the volume of cars that a car wash operator is washing. As you can well imagine, it gets very expensive. It could be anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 to pump those pits out. By installing a pit manager, it precludes having those pits pumped. We're pumping the sludge out of the reclaim pits into the pit manager, where it goes into the bags. When the bags get about half to 3/4 full, we take the bags out, lay them on a pallet, dry it out. Then when the bags are dry, those bags can be dumped into the refuse container. They're no longer hazardous waste, and it saves the pumping of the pits. It's been an incredible savings, an incredible device. I'd recommend it for anyone that is reclaiming the wash water.
Here's Dan Krominga, owner of Carl B. Clean Car Wash in Vancouver, Washington, a longtime user of the Pit Manager, giving you an indication of what you can expect from the system after it's installed and the amount of money you can be saving instead of having your tanks pumped by outside sources. Dan, how did you handle your reclaim sediment and sludge?
I used to have a commercial company that would come in and pump out my reclaimed pits for me, and it was always one thing. It was always a hassle because I used to always have to try to do it on a rainy day and schedule around a rainy day, and depending on the weather forecaster for always being correct, you know, and we know that doesn't ever. They're not real good about that. And it was costing me about $1,500 every time that I did that. And then I was presented about 6-7 years ago with this concept of being able to eliminate my having to pump out my reclaim pits. And so, and I figured out that I could pay back my initial cost in about 1 year's time. And so I said, let's do it.
So how long have you had it now?
6-7 years.
Mm-hmm. Would you recommend it to any operator that had reclaim?
Yes, I would, because in that 6 or 7 years' time, I probably saved about $30,000, and I haven't had to be stressed out about trying to get when am I going to get it pumped and when's the right rainy day, and it's just made my life a lot easier. Another nice thing about the pit manager, as I guess I call it, or the bagger, is that it's relatively maintenance-free or low maintenance. It's not a high-tech, high mechanical piece of equipment, and we have basically just a couple of pumps, and we haven't had to do anything to them, so the only real maintenance is just changing out the bags.
So actually, how full do the bags get before you have to change them out?
Oh, I would say probably half to 3/4, depending on how strong you feel that day, and you know, and if you get busy and kind of forget or don't get them done. But it's ideally it would be best to have them done at half full because they're a little easier to manhandle.
Great, great. Okay, thanks again, Dan.
Two major car wash companies based outside of Dallas, Texas. One, the Star Car Wash, who has 5 of our systems, the pit manager, and Speedway Car Wash, which has 3 of our systems. Extremely happy. They don't have to pump their pits anymore, and they love it.
Here we're looking at the aeration enzyme bacteria odor control system. There are 2 main advantages when incorporating this system in your car wash. First of all, by combining aeration and soluble enzyme bacteria packets, you accomplish 2 things. First, the elimination of odor caused by the bad bacteria prevalent in all reclaimed water, as well as the elimination of petroleum hydrocarbons and other organics. When soluble enzyme bacteria packets are dropped into the reclaim vaults, which you do twice each month, these elements are consumed and become harmless carbon dioxide and water.
We believe the best way to eliminate odor is by introducing aeration together with our proprietary microorganisms, which are enzyme bacteria. These bacteria consume the food source that the bad bacteria is trying to consume, which is prevalent in the reclaimed sludge, the sediment, and also the wash water. Once these are consumed by the enzyme bacteria, they turn into carbon dioxide and water. There's no residue. You introduce 1 packet on the 1st of the month, another packet on the 15th. They come alive. One turns into 17 to 18 million in 8 hours and begins consuming the contaminants which are prevalent. It's the only way to go. It's the best way to do it. It will eliminate your odor. Also, your sediment, sludge, and wash water will become EPA non-hazardous waste. The safe way, the best way.